Hello, 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 and this is natcatwhispers, not whispering. I am finally recording my soft spoken voice, which is funny because it actually doesn't sound anything like my whisper voice. And it actually doesn't sound, in my opinion, anything like my actual speaking voice. I just recorded a whisper video, so I feel like whispering sometimes makes my voice a little hoarse, and I cut out a lot of coughing and taking sips of water. But I wanted to give soft speaking a fair shot. I'm speaking a little further away from the microphone so that it's soft, but I don't know. I'm not sure how this sounds. And I feel like I'm mostly whispering, kind of soft speaking. But anyway, I wanted to try it out. And I know this was a request before to try it out. And in this video, I'm going to be reading some facts about Mexico, which was requested by Pancho Villa. Pancho Villa, thank you for the request. Thank you for the soft speaking request. And I don't know if I like it or not, and I hope that you and anybody listening finds this relaxing to fall asleep to or just to hang out to. But yeah, this is, I don't know, it feels kind of hoarse, so maybe not my soft speaking voice at its best, but I guess here we go. Okay, so let's get to the facts. Straight to the facts. This is the same place that I found the Portugal facts. It's called theworldpursuit.com, and I think it's kind of like a travel blog, but they have facts about a lot of different countries. They have stuff about if you want to go to these places, you can read about facts about the place and then find travel tips about them. Anyway, so that's where I'm getting these facts from, so know that they might not all be true. But anyway, it says, seeking some fun and interesting Mexico facts. Mexico is an extraordinary country in North America that offers extensive coastlines, unique cultures, and world-class foods. Many people visit Mexico for its warm weather and beautiful beaches, but don't know many fun Mexico facts. Yet, there are so many unique things about Mexico to know, from its currency to long history, and even about its holidays. Let's dig into some interesting and fun facts about Mexico. Okay, and I moved the mic a little closer to me because I felt like there might have been a little echo before, and I feel like I'm really coming into my soft speaking voice now. So apologies if the volume changed or anything like that. Okay, fact number 1, and I don't know, I feel like I have a harder time repeating words when I'm soft speaking. It comes much easier to me when I'm whispering and I'm fact number one. But when I'm soft speaking, I'm number one. I don't know. Anyway, fact number 1 is that Mexico officially became a country in 1821. Our first facts about Mexico is about its independence. Formerly part of New Spain, Mexico gained independence after a long, bloody war against its colonial overlords to become the first Mexican empire. It then became the first Mexican republic in 1824, but today it's the United Mexican States. Fact number 2. Mexico is where you'll find the oldest university in North America. It's called the National University of Mexico, and it was founded in 1551 by Charles V of Spain. It was called the Real y Pontificia Universidad de Mexico and operated until 1865. Universidad Nacional Autónoma de Mexico, established in 1910, traces its origins to the university, but there's no real evidence of continuity. That's interesting. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of Spanish in this article. I am not proficient in Spanish. I know a little bit of Spanish from high school and college, but please pardon my pronunciations. Fact number 3. Mexican children don't get presents on Christmas Day. They do get gifts, but instead of on December 25th, they get them on January 6th because, according to tradition, this is when the 3 wise men rocked up to give baby Jesus his gold, frankincense, and myrrh. I feel like people in the U.S. celebrate Three Kings Day, January 6th. I feel like that's a lot of... I know people who take down their Christmas trees on Three Kings Day. Fact number 4 is that, and sorry my laptop is like freaking out again, what else is new, but fact number 4 is the first conquest of Mexico was in 1519. But little did the conquistadors of Spain know that their fighting ability wasn't what won the war. They unwittingly brought with them the I can't speak. They unwittingly brought with them the smallpox endemic that they were immune to, which killed roughly 3 million native Mexicans. That number is actually thought to be a lot more. That's very sad. Fact number 5 is that the Aztecs thought smallpox was a punishment from God. Having never been exposed to an epidemic like it, the people of the Aztec Empire assumed that it was a punishment from God. They thought the Christian God was more mighty, and ultimately led them to accepting Catholicism. Fact number 6. Mexico is home to one of the 6 cradles of civilization. Human civilization in Mexico is thought to date back to at least 8,000 BC. This is where you will find the Olmec, the Toltec, the Teotihuacan, Zapotec, Mayan, and Aztec empires. This puts Mexico up there with the other so-called cradles: ancient India, Egypt, China, Peru, and Mesopotamia. Fact number 7. Mexico City is built on the city of Tenochtitlan. So one of the old civilizations of Mexico. Again, sorry about the pronunciation. Once an ancient city with a population of around 150,000 people set on an island in the middle of a lake. This place seemed like a suitable place for the Mexican capital. Colonial folks set about filling the lake, reclaiming the land, and building what became Ciudad de Mexico. Fact number 8 is that no one knows what Mexico means. No one agrees on the etymology. Some people say it means place where the god of war lives. The war god's name is Mexi. Other people say it means at the navel of the moon. But nobody knows and can agree on it. Fact number 9 is that Mexico is a melting pot. Mexico was a colony of Spain for over 300 years. Over that lengthy period, not only Spanish but other Europeans as well as African slaves joined the population of the already differing native ethnic groups. Fact number 10 is that Mexico is the 4th largest nation in the Americas. It turns out that Mexico is pretty big. It covers an area of 2 million square kilometers, which is pretty impressive. I'm sorry my computer keeps making the computer fan sounds, so just bear with me. Fact number 11, the US-Mexico border is the 2nd largest border in the world. Between the two countries, that is, it is only second to the vast line that splits Canada from the United States. To be exact, the US-Mexico border is 3,145 kilometers long. Fact number 12 is that the Mexican silver pesos were the first global currency. This is one of those insane and interesting facts. Mexico facts I love. That's what the person who wrote the article said. Using silver mined in Mexico, the colonial government minted a zillion of these silver coins. They were used in Spain, the Caribbean, and Southeast Asia. In fact, these silver coins, also known as Spanish dollars, are famous pieces of the 8. You hear in pirate stories. They were also pieces of 8 because they were worth 8 reals of the currency of Mexico. Fact number 13, the Mexican flag is very symbolic. Looking closely in the middle of the Mexican flag, you'll see an eagle with a snake in its mouth perching on the branch of a prickly pear. Legend has it that Aztecs were told by the sun god to look for a place where this scene was playing out. They found it in the lake that would become future Mexico City, and they put it on their flag. Fact number 14 is that there's a rare species of rabbit in Mexico called the volcano rabbit. Before you start taking pictures of a Pokemon-esque rabbit lava hybrid, it's nothing like that. The volcano rabbit is a super cute bunny that's found around Mexico's volcanic mountains. It's indigenous to Mexico, it's endangered, and it's the 2nd smallest rabbit in the world after the pygmy rabbit. It does look very cute. cute. Fact number 15 is that Mexico is one of the world's 17 megadiverse countries. The country is home to at least a tenth of the world's biodiversity, which is one of the most interesting Mexico facts. That's around or more than 200,000 different species roaming around all the diverse ecosystems that Mexico has to offer. This makes Mexico the fourth most biodiverse country in the world. I mean, it's quite large. Fact number 16 is that all beaches in Mexico are public. That includes all the beaches and things to do in Cancun, Acapulco, Tulum, Los Cabos, everywhere. They're all under federal ownership and can be used by anybody. Fact number 17 says the Aztecs were pretty badass. Okay. From 1300 to 1521, the Aztec Empire wasn't about supreme authority. They just wanted tributes in the forms of human sacrifice. But weirdly, on the battlefield, they tried not to kill their enemies. In this strange way, their empire spanned most of central Mexico. Fact number 18 is that the Aztecs played the oldest known ball game using a rubber ball. It's called Tlachli. With the variants played throughout Mesoamerica, it was all about using your hips, forearms, or a stick to send a solid rubber ball or some 4 kilos in weight flying through a stone hoop at the other end of a sunken court. In big matches, losers were sacrificed. Really. The game is still played today, minus the human sacrifice, in the form of ulama in the state of Sinaloa. Fact number 19 is that the developing world's first climate change bill was passed in Mexico. It passed in 2012. The climate change bill aims to cut emissions by 50% by 2050, as well as generate 35% of energy via renewable sources. With all that in mind, Mexico is poised to become a leader in the developing world in terms of climate change. But fact 20 says, but Mexico is heavy on deforestation. The second fastest rate of deforestation in the world is going on in Mexico. It is only second to Brazil's deforestation. 98% of all deforestation is going down to expanding agriculture, not least down to plantations of Mexico's green gold, the sought-after avocado. Fact number 21 is Mexican food is all about its native delights. Foodstuffs like avocado, tomato, cacao, chili peppers, bell peppers, beans, zucchini, and guava can all be found growing freely throughout the country. No wonder Mexican food is just so damn tasty. The best part is that you can make it all yourself with the foods found at the Mexican grocery store. Fact number 22 is that the first public park in the Americas was established in Mexico. Seems like the colonial Spanish were into beautifying and fledgling urban centers of New Spain a lot more than the establishment of New England. In 1592, Viceroy Luis de Velasco II decided that the residents of Mexico City needed a public green space to chill out in, so he commissioned Alameda Central, named after the Alamos, or popular trees planted there. Boston Common in the United States first park was built in 1640, so it's like 50 years later. Fact number 23 is that Chihuahuas are named after the Mexican state of the same name. The smallest dog breed in the world, the Chihuahua, is named after Chihuahua in Mexico. Both archaeological and folkloric evidence point to tiny pooches existing way back when. The centuries-old Tichichi is thought to be an ancestor. Fact number 24 is that the national dog, though, is the Xoloitzcuintli. Wow, I'm so sorry about the pronunciation. It is Xolotziucuintli. Is the Mexican hairless dog. Its name is a mashup of Xolotl, which is the Aztec god of lightning and death, and the second part, which is the Aztec word for dog. It's Zunitl. Fact 25, and the last fact that I will read today is a lot of the United States was once Mexico. After the Mexican-American War in 1946 to 1949, there was what's called the Mexican Secession. This essentially means that a whole bunch of Mexico became U.S. territory. We're talking Nevada, Utah, almost all of Arizona, roughly a quarter of Colorado, half of New Mexico, and even a bit of Wyoming. So it was even bigger. Even Texas was a part of Mexico. Okay, well, that's all I'm gonna read because my computer is like freaking out as usual. Also, I don't know about this soft-spoken voice. It feels soft. It feels soft, and then I want to bring it closer to the mic. And then I'm like, it's kind of weirdly raspy, and I don't know, I never really speak in this tone. I'm used to it. I mean, for these videos, I'm used to whispering. And then my actual voice is, I don't feel like is anything like this. Or maybe it is, but it's just less raspy because I can use my full voice. But I'm definitely not used to it, but I wanted to give it a shot for this video. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you found it relaxing hanging out with me. And to you, I will say good night.